All right, I've been doing some changes out here. We've been kind of going through stuff, trying to get rid of things and moving stuff around. So I took the TV. I don't know what this thing is, 40-inch TV, pretty good size TV. Maybe it's a 42-inch TV. I'm not really sure. I'll bet you if we like pull up the computer, it'll show us. But I'm not going to reach behind it and try and look and see. So I pulled the monitor. Then I put this other TV here. Didn't like that. And because I'm having a hard time seeing stuff, I just figured, well, a bigger screen is easier to read. And man, what a difference it makes. So we got that over there, and then this is the ham clock. And then we have this other computer over here for the FT8. And I've just got the 3000 hooked up for that. The 1000 is just sitting there. And I've been using the 751. And then I got some of the DMR radios over here. A couple of hotspots going, one for TGIF and one for Brandmeister. And then this is my streaming computer. And then behind me I have an experimental computer station here. 3D printer. I have the Kenwood over here, some test equipment, some soldering equipment, and stuff that I'm working on. And I'm going to have to consolidate that stuff and do some stuff with it too. But for now, this is kind of the test area for the computer stuff. I've also got a soldering iron over here as well. And I had a smaller monitor over here, which actually I preferred because of the limited space. But I gave a computer away to a friend, and I think I went from like a 17-inch monitor to a 25, which takes up a lot more room. So we got that over there, and then there's some stuff here. So what I'm going to do here is with the Sony TV that I bought, I'm going to mount it to the wall up here. Unfortunately, it's going to be hard to center it because of where the stud is. It's not quite center, but the mounting bracket is huge, so hopefully it won't be a problem. And I'm kind of curious if it's going to crush this foam board. We might have a problem there. I really actually don't want to mount it to the wall, but it doesn't have legs. Because it totally could sit up here. I don't know. I did see something at Walmart where you can, you know how they mount in the back, where they have like a stand that it will mount to. Or maybe I can come up with some other kind of idea. Probably what's going to be easier is to get a 2x8, since I have some, and just I'll screw it to the wall right here, and then I'll mount the TV to the 2x8. And the 2x8 will just go up and down this length here. We don't have to worry about it. But if you just mount the TV stand, I think it will dig in. So, and then I've got to get rid of some of these speakers and stuff. So, these need to be fixed, these Bose speakers. One of them rattles because the glue has come loose. So I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do that or not, but we'll try. The glue as far as the wood. Anyway, we'll have to try and see if we can get that. But I'm going to put that other TV over here. I don't have anywhere else to put it. I shouldn't have bought it. I could take it back if I want. I probably should. I just really enjoy buying junk, and that's my problem. It's like a drug addiction or something like that. You know, you go to the thrift store, you buy it just because it's there. And there's a lot of crap at this one here. So anyway, lots of piles of junk and shit and crap and radios and stuff that I only use every once in a while. So the reality is that I don't actually have anybody that I want to talk to on the radio in the evening time, so that kind of is done. There used to be a group of us on 3913, and then we moved up to 3930, and then that one guy that you guys know on 3853 would come up there and try and get us to come down there. And, you know, because I guess he pissed everybody else off down there. And then a couple of the guys on 3930 started arguing with each other, and then one of them died, and then another one died, and there just wasn't anybody left from that group. And basically, I went down to 3853, and a bunch of the guys on there didn't like me because I was always working on radios and stuff like that, and they're just a bunch of appliance operator lids, and it pissed them off because how dare somebody be working on a radio and doing amateur radio related stuff? Don't you know you're supposed to buy a brand new 7300 and just talk on it and don't ever fix anything? So, and then, with all the other know-it-all behavior and the, devil's advocate arguing for the sake of arguing type of people on there, and it just, I can't really get into that anymore, and it's just, I can only hear so much bullshit and lies, and, just one particular person has done everything in the fucking world. He would be, 200 years old if he did everything that he says he's done, and it's a mental health issue in this person's case. I'm a sober alcoholic. I've been around alcoholics and people with behavioral disorders. I've got my own problems. But I've seen his behavior, and I've seen some of the behavior I used to do when I was younger. And I can just completely spot it right away. And the guy is insecure, so he has to make up a story, and everything is a lie or an embellishment, and you just never know if you're being told the truth. And I just don't want to surround myself with people like that. I don't want to talk to some piece of shit just to talk to somebody on the radio. That's not that's stupid. And there's other hobbies, there's other things to do. So, unfortunately, I'm just not on the radio talking like I would hope I would be, I got all this equipment, and it's just, okay, who am I going to talk to? I don't know. I'm just not big into getting on the radio during the day. I like to do different stuff during the day and then get on the radio in the evening. And it's just, I don't want to be part of a net. I don't want to, I don't want to do none of that. Now, when 20 meters is open in the evening, that's what I enjoy doing. I like getting on there and making contacts with people in Spain and Italy and, those guys that used to get on there all the time, like Laurel and those guys, and Paul in Valencia, but we don't have that kind of conditions in the winter time here, so there's not a lot to do as far as that goes. 20 meters is closed as soon as it's dark here, and it's, not even dark, and it's already pretty much closed. But I feel bad that I'm not using these radios, and this one here, I really want to get on and do AM, but I just don't have the patience to listen to 5, 10, 15, 20-minute dissertations on whatever. These AM guys don't fucking get it. Nobody wants to fucking listen to you talk for 15 fucking minutes about some shit that you took notes about the last fucking, round table go around. I don't want to fucking hear about your doctor's appointment. I want to talk about radios. I don't care about your personal fucking problems. I want to talk about radios. I want to talk about ham radio. This is ham radio. This isn't the fucking doctor's office. I'm not your counselor. I'm not here to listen to you. That's not what ham radio is about. You can use that for that if you're going to talk to your buddies, but AM is just ridiculous. It's and I know this thing sounds good on AM, and they all love to listen to it, but I want to talk about radios. That's the thing. I'm going to talk about radios and antennas and things like that. Stuff related to ham radio. I don't want to talk about your hemorrhoids. I don't want to talk about your, rectal exam or, all the other problems that people like to talk about. And I don't want to sit here and talk about, the temperature and, how you had to fix your refrigerator or some fucking stupid shit. This is a lot of crap. Anyway, I guess I'm just a fucking arrogant asshole and I'm a prick. And so that's why, I don't really want to talk to these people because I must be better than them, right? But that's not the case. It's just that I'm just not interested in that kind of stuff. It's not my thing. I'm a ham operator. I'm somebody that likes radios. I don't want to talk about the doctor, you know? Well, anyway, that's what's going on over here. As if anybody probably really cares, and I'm just probably as bad as the people I'm talking bad about, you know? Here I am complaining about them, complaining about whatever, So, I don't want to do that. But, I want to have fun and play around with radios and use different radios and stuff. And I don't know. I need to find a different angle to this hobby for evening time radio stuff.